All right, continuing on where I left off, dealing with the tutorial script. The main problem I was having was the display. If I can pull that up real quick. Okay. Basically, what was happening is in the editor, the view of the position of the text and so forth is different than was appearing on my device. Take a look here. Here it looks rather nice, probably bigger than I want it to. Let me turn off that sound real quick. Okay. Um, and just having a heck of a time trying to get the text to look correctly, the buttons where they are visible and so forth. The main issue I think was going on, and I think I have solved it, but still need a little bit of tweaking to go. What I have here is an area that's defined by certain variables, and I fiddled around with the numbers and set them as public numbers so that I could play with them while the program was running in the editor. And I had positioned the speech bubble in an area as well as the text in an area. And what was happening is in the editor, it was showing up correctly, but when I would put it on the device, it seemed like the text bubble was being confined into the shape of the area defined for the text. And it just took a lot of going back and forth with the numbers and rebuilding to see what it looked like on the device, and it just took up a lot of time. What I finally did is just abandon an area for the text bubble and just set it as a picture all by itself. We exit out of here. Let's see here. So I have a tutorial manager object here, and then the tutorial object sets the bubble and the script to write the text. And so instead of having the text, the speech bubble allocated dynamically as a GUI object, it's just a picture that's existing on there, and then I have to give it its own values for the position and the scale and so forth. So, and that was just a heck of a time trying to get that to look reasonable. Still not perfect, but running out of time, need to get it turned in. So, and that was the major issue with getting this done. Again, not a immensely difficult problem, but just tedious trying to get it fixed. So, and that was the major issue here. One thing, the pinch to zoom script I did get from the Unity tutorials, so I will comment on that. And the script to change the squirrel's clothing, I will add that as a comment. Let's see some of the other different things. State how the milestone fits in a larger picture of the whole. Well, this milestone and the set of tasks, I still have quite a few tasks that I need to get finished, but I do have some of them done. I went with the priority list, and hopefully the movement mechanics I think are working very well. Moving around in the world and the jumping and climbing are working pretty well, I feel. And I did not mark them as 100% complete, though I want a couple users to test it to see if I need to make further changes to it and so forth. The lethality, I think, is complete. The consumables, I'm mostly complete. I want to do something additional with the apples. I want to add the random pickup to the apples. Some of the apples will be permitted to pick up instead of just pushing around all the time. And so I think for the most part, the donuts and the healing items are complete. Um, let's see here. This milestone is just basically completing everything. A lot of it is polish. As I've heard, a lot of games, 20% is producing and 80% of the effort is the polish. So that's the major thing that this milestone is about, adding polish. Still have a lot to do. Um, However, if I'm calculating it correctly, I have 5 weeks until my final class. One of those weeks I will be out of town, so 4 weeks to continue working on to see how everything goes. So hopefully things will get uh, fixed and put into good shape before that final class. Yes, of course, I will need to revisit the milestone. Um, I think the biggest thing is the tutorial. That's going to be the most helpful, so that's going to be the first priority. I believe having put in the effort to make the presentation run smoothly, the additional scripting for the text will be a lot easier. Um, so hopefully, adding these additional messages, it'll be a lot easier flow. Um, just adding more items in there and making sure that they make sense and so forth. So I think in that sense it should be pretty straightforward to add the additional items in here. Um, let's see here. I'm just going through the list of items that I need to do. The big concern I have is the saves. There's 3 separate types of saves that I would like to do. The settings, the tutorial progress, and the character saves. And I've attempted the character save and it was failing. So that's going to be the big concern that I will have, but I will address that after I get the tutorial more complete. The other items that I have in my task list, I think I will be pretty straightforward and easy to set up and complete. Screencast. Let me set up the emulators, and I will come back here in a moment. All right, I have 2 emulators here. The first one is a Google Nexus S, and we got Scoundrel Scrolls down at the bottom, and it's looking pretty good here. The resolution of this is much lower than most of the other devices that we've seen, so doesn't look like the text is as big as it normally is, but it is readable. And just doing some basic presentation there, and so yeah, it looks like everything's working fine. Let's go get ourselves attacked by the bird. There we go. Okay. So looks like it's working okay there. Let's make sure that is turned off. There we go. And the next one is a Sony Xperia. It looks like it's started back at where the original was. So let's see here. List of apps. No, it won't let us cancel it. Okay. Well, let's try going back to the main menu then. Turn off the music. There we go. Yep, much bigger text there. Bigger as I intended to make it a bigger size font, so that's working better on this one. Okay, and it's scrolling just fine. Okay, so still starting with the same character that we had on the other device, but it looks like it's working just fine. So there's some of the random acorns. Yep. And we'll go into the adventure area. Can't jump at the same time. It's all mouse controlled, but it is working as intended, it looks like. Okay, thanks.